Hey guys, welcome back to the C&J show. And I have my favorite gin and juice here, and I have my sister Neek here. Now, today we're going to be talking about confidence, which has a lot to do with Snoop Dogg's daughter, Cori, with her coming online and just sharing some of her insecurities, as well as, um, I guess, the day she felt like she didn't want to be here. And thank God first. We'll thank God, then her actually listening to the call with her auntie, and she was able to pick up the phone for her auntie, and her auntie kind of, helped her through that to not end it. As we know, Cori has been sick since she was of age, like 6 years old, battling lupus, and some of the things that lupus do, um, have you with some of the symptoms is you get, discoloration with your skin. It peels, it can shed, it can have you looking a little darker if you are African American. Any steroids, which we'll say the medication, have you looking bigger than what you know, possibly could be. So, and that's probably one of the reasons too we never really heard Snoop Dogg talk about his daughters. I didn't even know he had one really either. But maybe because of this, when you know how the world is, not that you are as embarrassed of your daughter, but you know that the world is very cold and very cruel. So I'm gonna pass this to you, Neek. With her feeling this way, which her boyfriend, Swain, um, she's been in that relationship for a little minute. She's also she's trying to do her little singing. She's a great singer. She put out a couple of songs. I listen to them. They're good. But that is something hard to do, especially feeling like, with her, she really kind of didn't say it. But do you think she don't feel pretty because of the sickness and what she see what's around her?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the big things is just like with anybody. If you around people that go to the gym every day, but you're not, you're gonna start looking at yourself, even if you never did. Like, dang, I don't look like these people or like that person. And I think living and being around a lot of celebrities or being around those type of people that are in shape, or some of the IG models or some of the models in general, and some of the celebrities, I'm sure that you were able to rub shoulders with because your dad is Snoop Dogg. I'm pretty sure you look or feel a certain type of way because those people are not approaching you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you're of that age. You're 21 years old. You want to sing. You're on IG. You're going live and things like that. So I do think that has a lot to do with whether or not you feel pretty or not. Because most girls that are 20, 21 years old are into what they look like, how much they weigh, or how much they don't weigh. It's a lot. So I definitely think that she probably feels like she's not as pretty, because of probably what she sees.
Yeah, I think it's hard enough being like a quote unquote normal girl. I think they call that basic these days. Yeah. I think it's hard enough just being a regular girl. Like, you're not, glammed up all the time, or, you're just being yourself. And to put that out there on social media, especially a platform like Instagram, where it's very unforgiving. Like, you know, you have to be perfect. Hair and makeup, yeah, perfect outfit, like, I mean, everything.
Because I thought the girl Tiffany, the girl that does the comedy, she just had the baby. Mm-hmm. That's her name, Nicole, or whatever her name is. Mm-hmm. And they totally body shamed her. Now she came on there thinking like, okay, I done got myself back. She deleted that picture quick the way they came back with how they did her, but I seen nothing wrong with her at all. But that's not what people. They was like, okay, you did that way too soon. Take that picture off. You have still the stretch marks. You still do discoloration. You're not looking good.
But with something like that, it's just like people go through that every day. Yeah. And to put that out there, so much people that can relate to that. So for them to like basically like force her into deleting it, bullying her into deleting it is sad. And I think it's the same thing with, you know, Cori here that we're talking about. I think she posts a lot of pictures where she is, you know, natural and things like that, which I saw the pictures and I thought like, oh my God, like, is she actually doing this? Because that's like unheard of, especially on Instagram. Like, people just don't do that, you know?
Yeah, when they go on Instagram, it's like I'm getting ready to be next to Kim Kardashian.
Exactly.
I'm this is who I'm going to be next to, which is sad. It's very sad.
Exactly. That's Instagram culture.
Yeah.
You know, and I always thought she was so confident because of that. I always thought like, okay, it takes a certain type of confidence to get out there and put yourself out there like that. And I'm just completely surprised. I don't know. I'm just so surprised.
But you see, if you, after a while, and you're trying to tell yourself something as well. And one thing, you know, just a second to get off of it, but we're getting back on it. One thing I don't respect with majority of the black men, and then we'll speak on them, because I really hate it. And I really hate some of the, African American culture in itself. Now you have the ones that want to be like, okay, I'm all natural, and then you have the other one that's saying, okay, if you're natural, you're ugly. Look at you. You look disgusting, or look at your skin. It's not, you know, it doesn't look like this girl's skin, and it doesn't look like whatever. But it's like, even if you feel something looks, however you want to feel, like what looks better to you, I still feel like, okay, a lot of these men that do that, a lot of them, I look at them, they are the darker ones. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, so you don't care about yourself. You're dark too, but just because you're not in the running, it means nothing. And then you have certain, like these days, you do not see women that look like us.
But I'm going to tell you this, though, right? From what I've seen from being on IG and reading the comments a lot of times when they are body shaming, or they are, you know, color shaming or whatever it is, a lot of times it's not the men. You know, it's the women. It's the women that, you know, are talking about, you know, other black women, about what they look like, or how much they weigh, or what color they are, or this, that, and the third. A lot of times, you know, the men just have a preference of what they want to date, which is, you know, your choice. You can date whatever you want to date. I don't think it'd be a whole bunch of men on there. You know, yeah, there are some of them. But for the most part, I see a lot of women that's talking bad about other women.
Yeah, and that's why I say as a whole. Yeah. It's because you create that, especially when you are a certain age. Now, you know, back in our time, being light-skinned, it was out. Being the red bone was out. Nobody said anything about, you know, I guess the black bone or something. It was unheard of. You had to be light-skinned. So Lil Wayne came out and really introduced that, like, hey, red, but that's the only thing he talked about. But then we have Reginae. She's very pretty. But Reginae is very pretty, and her mom. But they're not light-skinned. So, you know, still you have this. And even with Snoop Dogg, silly self, with him, the girl came on, a black girl. She was like, yeah, I need some help. You know, I need help with my wig. And what does he do? He goes, he always felt the need to add his little 1% into something. Yeah, well, you should have hair to where you wouldn't even need that. And to me, I feel like, why even make a comment knowing that your daughter is struggling with certain things? Like, don't even make a comment. Why would you even make a comment when this girl just saved you a little bit? And she was like, no, everybody get off Snoop Dogg back. And guess what? Just for him to turn around 2 months later just to say, why would you even like, why don't you just use your real hair?
Yeah, but that's a lot of the new school, you know, with they quote unquote OGs. Like they talk a lot. You know, you look at Boosie, you talking with everything that don't got nothing to do with you. Snoop Dogg, you talking everything ain't got nothing to do with you. And guess
what? When they do that, that goes out of style, because you're out of style. So you feel like, oh, let me talk about something. Like, look at Boosie. You have not one, you shouldn't even be talking. And I'm being so honest. Like, you don't, I haven't seen one yet. You don't need, what is going on? Yeah. You know, he shouldn't even be speaking to me personally. But they do that because, you know, right now you're almost in that age of 50. You don't feel special yourself. So now you're talking about the Harvey, Lori Harvey. You're talking about her husband. This lady wouldn't look at you if they told her to. She would bypass you a billion times. But still, you know, that's not okay, because guess what? Why don't you talk about the other women? I'm just saying all the colors. Let's talk about all of them, and then that's the part.
You know, you go back to what it used to be. Men don't involve themselves in women's stuff. That's women's stuff. So you're of that age. You came up in that age. That's women's stuff. You don't talk about women hair or why don't you get your hair like this. That's
especially again and again, knowing that we're not saying nothing about his daughter Cori, but I'm saying knowing that you have a daughter with this. I wouldn't even come up to, I wouldn't even do it. Honestly, I wouldn't. But we're not going to spend a long time, guys, on this, because we're going to do a documentary, actually, on something, a whole nother topic. But I think our part 2 would be talking about your preference and how you choose to do it with a preference. Because I know we all have a preference in what we're going to do, for whatever reason. Honestly, what kind of ice cream, Nick, you think I like?
I don't know. Coffee. No, not coffee ice cream. Oreo ice cream.
Oreo? Out of everything?
Cookies and cream.
No, I like vanilla ice cream. Vanilla. Just plain vanilla is the best to me. Vanilla. Okay. I hate chocolate ice cream. I really kind of don't like strawberry, but that Bluebell is really good. No. Your strawberry is different. Yeah. But guess what? You think I'm going to walk inside of the store and just be telling everybody about it? I know it's a flavor, but I still wouldn't do that. But we're going to have a part 2, guys, with this. And we would love if you guys could just leave your thoughts and comments in the comments. How do you feel? Because we've seen what Serena Williams did. What color? So obviously, I think our color is beginning to be a problem. I don't think nobody.
I think she was more about everything though, because she was about her color, her weight.
What did she do?
The Cori girl, about how she.
I said Serena Williams. Oh, when she just I said because her whole thing, she looked like she looked just like white chicks when they played on white chicks.
Oh, like she did like that.
I don't know what had happened, and I don't know if it's enough power to save us. I don't know if I'm the only one that could do this. It can't just be us. It just cannot be us that's saving the women in our color. Somebody got to stand for it. Even if there's no men that's going to stand for women, we got to stand for our own selves, because you don't know you don't know what kind of kids you may have. What if you have a dark-skinned child? The guy can be light and just, everybody may not have kids like Michael Jackson, like those kids came out. Everybody's not going to be, hey, who knows what we're trying to say. But leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, guys. You guys are doing lovely with that. Neek and Gin and Juice, give the IOUs to all of this.
For me, what I'll say is, if you're suffering with any type of insecurity, because I know we kind of went off a little bit, but basically with the whole Cori, Snoop Dogg's daughter, about her feeling insecure, about her color, about her weight, about whatever it is, I think, to definitely just like find, I guess like confident, positive people and surround yourself with that. If you have to leave, the internet for a while and things like that, and really just to focus on yourself, to where that you don't get lost into that, because people get lost in Instagram world, and this stuff is fake. A lot of these people look nothing like their pictures. A lot of these people are catfish. So you can't, go by what you see. And if you're going on there, you're being your true self, your true natural self, you comparing yourself to these women that are full of makeup or surgery bodies or whatever. Not like there's anything wrong with it.
Or the people that your dad is going cheating with.
Or whatever it might be. You can't compare yourself to that. And that goes for anybody. You get what I mean? You need to be happy with who you are and be confident in who you are, because you don't know what other people are going through or what they had to go through to get to look what they look like.
Yeah.
So,
Jen?
Yes, I definitely agree, and I do think that we have to be more sensitive. I know it is, you're not face to face with a person, so a lot of things that you wouldn't say to a person, you can really like get away with it online, but you're really not getting away with anything because people are suffering from these words and things like that. And I think we just all have to be more mindful of the hate that we spread. And you know, it's just not nice. At the end of the day, it's just not nice. Plain old simple, it's not nice. I feel, you know, I don't want to say that I feel sorry for her because I don't want to, you know, whatever. I don't want to,
you could say it.
I don't want to make it seem like, I don't want,
like a charity
like
case,
charity, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do, my heart definitely goes out to her and how she feels because a lot of this isn't her fault. She does have lupus and, you know, no one wants that. You know, I just think that it needs to be more kindness. People just need to be kinder.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And there you have it. And what I'm gonna say to it too, guys, there are certain things that we have to do. Bring things back in style. I understand that, hey, maybe that's not, you know, maybe being pro-black or being a black African woman is not in style because everybody seems like they want to go put something on to change their color. But I am so proud of mines. And I would always be, and I think you have to be really confident in yourself and be happy with who you are. If you need to change something, change it. But the minute you want to change to say, you know what, I want to be a different color, not a different weight, a different color. Something has hit, and something is not right there because, you know, whatever. But like Nick did say, you know, on Instagram, you see a lot of females that is doing the cracking and they're talking about, because I guess that's have always been popular. I guess the females talking and not understanding certain stuff. So, you know, to Cori, if this even ever came across you, you're beautiful, and I truly do mean that. I know sometimes people do say that just to say it, but no, truly, you are beautiful, and you know, you need to stay being that way, stay positive, because at the end of the day, if you have, you know, lupus or any medical disease that can help the world, that can make you be a certain way and you can still look the way that you do, I have to give you thumbs up. And that's the part that you don't personally hear. Now, you got other females out here don't got a goddamn thing and they have no reason, whether they skinny, however you feel like they is. We don't know what people go through, but they could just be a bag of trash. But I give it to you. You are beautiful. Keep your head up and talk. Tell your story, and we're gonna end this. We're gonna end it.